Hey you guys, so we learned how to make Christmas wreaths this year and grave blankets, and we're so excited. So I wanted to use it for the YouTube this week. We're going to show you how we do it and the cool machine that goes with it. It's way easier than I ever would have thought. And we are going to launch our first series of wreath making classes. So you'll have the opportunity to sign up, try your hand at the machine, and then decorate your wreath however you would like and take home to enjoy for the holidays. We also will be doing one on grave blankets, but today for this video we're going to talk about wreaths. So the wreath that we're going to make is a 12-inch wreath, and this is the case that we use to put the greenery into. So the machine actually closes these clamps around it, and you work your way around until your wreath is made to your liking. So let's see the machine in action and how we do that. So yesterday we went to a farm in Midland, Michigan, and we purchased a truck bed of greenery. This greenery was a mix of it, and then we even got some long needled stuff from our woods just to try to do a mix of the white spruce, blue spruce, and then this nice stuff just to give it some variety. And today we're going to put together some of the wreaths for the class that we mentioned. But step one was learning how to use this machine. Step two was finding our greenery and supplies. And then this step three is the fun part of putting it together. Our farm is focused a lot on education, but we also are learning ourselves 100% of the time. So Mr. Wurzel actually was the gentleman, the local farmer that taught us how to do this, and we are so super grateful for him and his expertise over the years. But this was really neat. So yesterday we were able to see his operation in action and get some of the tips from the grower. Okay guys, so this is the machine that we're using to make these wreaths. Again, you start with an empty round. This is a 12-inch, kind of the most common size that people are wanting to buy. I've got my little demonstrator here, my sidekick, Benny. And we're going to show you how we do this. So this machine is run by a foot pedal. You can see Benny's got his foot on it right now. And as he pushes it down, there's two metal pieces here that close the clamp together. And this is what I mean by the clamp. So you can see that it'll make a seal on the greenery. So what you do is you'll have this open. Benny, can you leave it open for a second? I'm going to do one thing and I'll let you close it. So you'll line your metal pieces up with the clamp. You can see how there's little ridges. It fits perfectly in there. And then you'll take your greenery. And one of the things I was very surprised about yesterday is that there's not much waste to these, and I thought that was amazing and definitely very cool. So you'll just trim. Anything on the inside is going to get cut out anyways, so you just trim the inside pieces to your liking. And like this has just some empty space at the bottom. So you trim your pieces and you layer them together. That's going to be a pretty thin piece, so I'm going to add another one. And the same thing, you just trim it up so that it's going the way that you want it to. And you layer them together. And then with your metal pieces where it goes, you're just going to place this into your wreath. And you hold it down. You can see the metal pieces right here. Benny, honey, do you want to push my button? Okay, and Benny's going to push this down, and you can see the clamps closing. Push it all the way down. Okay, honey, we can release. Okay, and then that holds that there. So you can see you just continue on. These, I mentioned, is a variety of spruces. That's why you can see this nice blue and the green. So these are going to be mixed. So what we're doing is we're making the rough wreaths, and when we go to decorate them, that's when you trim it. So like this piece would be trimmed off, and then you also trim the middle. So the first step is just making the wreath here. So that's what we're doing here today. And then we're going to save these rough ones so that everyone during the class can use the machine, try their hand at it. And then you will get to pick out a rough wreath of your choosing, whether it be a mixed one like this, maybe a solid blue spruce, whatever you're in the mood for. We are going to make a couple of these ones as well. So you'll pick out your favorite, you'll trim it up how you like it, and then all the decorations will be included so that you leave with a masterpiece that you've created and done yourself. So that's the process for making wreaths. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave some comments, maybe photos of a wreath you've created or just some insights on any tips and tricks you've learned over the years.